Excel is an integral part of day-to-day activity. In this tutorial, I'll share the Excel shortcuts to make your professional life a lot easier. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, get ready to upgrade your Excel skills to the next level. So this is Zehad Rian from Exceldemy, and today we'll explore the must-know shortcuts in Excel. While dealing with the large dataset, we need to scroll up-down to navigate it. But let me show you an Excel shortcut to save your time. Press Ctrl down arrow to move to the bottommost cell. Press Ctrl up arrow to move back to the upmost cell. Then go to the rightmost cell by pressing Ctrl plus right arrow. Now go to the leftmost cell by pressing Ctrl plus left arrow. Now, if you're at the bottom of the large dataset and you want to move back to the first cell of the current worksheet, then press Ctrl and Home button. Then it will directly take you to the A1 cell. See how easy it is. Sometimes we need to edit a large dataset and track the grand total, but scrolling back and forth can be very tiring. Why not use the watch window? Just press Alt+MW to open the watch window. Click on the Add button and now select the cell you want to monitor. Here we'll select the D51 cell, press Add, and you have added the grand total here. Now let's move on to any of the cell and change the value from 5,000 to 20,000. Press the Enter button and now you can easily monitor and keep track of the grand total without scrolling to the bottom each time you add an entry. See how cool is that? Repeating same pattern can be hectic. Whenever there is a pattern, use this Excel feature instead. Go for the C5 cell and write down the name here, Stephen, and then press Ctrl plus E in the keyboard and see Flash Fill has extracted the names from the text in the column B. Let's repeat the process for the address in the column D also. Now write down the address in the D5 cell and press Ctrl plus E and see how quick it is. As a beginner, to calculate the grand total, we have used the sum function and then manually chosen the cells. But it becomes more and more difficult for the larger datasets. Let me help you with a keyboard shortcut. Select the cell, press Alt equal, and then press Enter button to get AUTOSUM within a second. This keyboard shortcut can be used to quickly insert terms in cells. At first, select the whole D column, press Ctrl semicolon to insert today's date, and then press Ctrl Enter to get the today's date for the whole column. One thing to remember, these dates are static and will not update automatically. To select entire row or column, we need to hover the mouse cursor at the top of the column, left click to select the whole column or to select the whole row. But did you know that there is an Excel shortcut for this? At first, go for any of the cell you want to select, then press Ctrl space to select the whole column, or go for any of the cell and press Shift space to select the entire row. See how cool is that? To insert a new row or column, use these shortcuts. At first, select a cell, press Ctrl space to select the column, and then press Ctrl Shift equal to insert a new column. Ctrl Z to undo it, and then select any of the cell again. Then press Shift space to select the whole row, and again press Ctrl Shift equal to add a new row here. To quickly delete rows and columns, use these shortcuts. At first, select any cell, press Ctrl space to select the whole column, then press Ctrl minus to delete the whole column. Ctrl Z to undo it. Again, select any cell, press Shift space to select the whole row, and then press Ctrl minus again to delete the row here. Moving a row or column is very common. Select any cell, then press Shift space to select the entire row and use the mouse cursor. Place it to its position, press OK, and now you have moved and replaced the row here. But if you want to insert the cell in between the cells, then hold the Shift key and use the mouse cursor to its proper destination. And now you have inserted the cell in between two cells. When sending an Excel file to someone, we often hide unnecessary cells or rows. So at first select the cell, then press Ctrl space to select the column, then press Ctrl 0 to hide the column. Again, do this for the row. Select any cell, press Shift space to select the entire row, and then press Ctrl 9 to hide the row. Whenever we receive a new worksheet from someone, it's a good practice to check for hidden cells. Select the whole data range by pressing Ctrl+A in the keyboard and then press Alt semicolon, and now you'll see that you have got vertical and horizontal lines. This represents the hidden rows and columns. If you want to unhide the hidden cells, then go to near these lines and unhide them manually. So that's checking for hidden cells for you. When I was a beginner in Excel, I used to apply filters from the Home tab. Now I use this instead. At first, select the data area by pressing Ctrl+A in the keyboard and then press Ctrl Shift L to insert the filter here. Let's see whether it's working or not. Go for the cells drop down, and here you can select sort smallest to largest, and you can see the change here. Now if you want to remove the filter again, then select the data range and press Ctrl Shift L, and you have removed the Excel filter easily. To create a table, press Ctrl+T in the keyboard, and as we already have the table headers, so my table has already been checked. Now click OK, and you have inserted the table here. Now let's go for the table design, and in the table style you can choose any of the style according to your liking. Now let's move on to the table style options. If you want to show the total row, then check the total row to show it, uncheck to remove it. You can check the banded rows and uncheck to remove it. If you want to convert the table into range again, then go for the tools and choose the convert to range option, and here click yes, and you have converted the table into range here. So that's Excel table for you. This shortcut is to select a range of cells within a click. So at first, select the first cell, press Ctrl Shift down arrow to select the cells from up to down. Now, if you want to select the cells from left to right, then press Ctrl Shift right arrow. But if you are at the bottommost cell of your worksheet, then press Ctrl Shift up arrow to select the cells from bottommost cell to upmost cell. If you have already selected the cells but you are at the bottommost cell of your column, then press Ctrl backspace to go to the top of the dataset while selecting the data range here. To select the whole data range, press Ctrl+A in the keyboard and see how amazing Excel is. Formatting cells is one of the most used features of Excel. Let's learn a shortcut to use this tool. At first, select the whole data column by pressing Ctrl Shift down arrow, and then press Ctrl 1 in the keyboard to open Format Cells dialog box. As you want to insert the currency, then go for the currency and click OK. And now you have formatted the data according to your liking. If you use Ctrl+C in the keyboard and paste it here by using Ctrl+V, then you'll see that you have pasted the values with its proper formula. But now we don't want that. We want the cells only with the values but not the formulas. So we'll use the shortcut and press Alt+E+V in the keyboard and then press OK. Now if you go to the cells, then you'll see that there is no formula here. So the cells have been pasted here as only values. We have all worked with messy datasets. Don't adjust the rows and columns manually like this. Instead, try using this Excel trick. At first, select the whole data range by pressing Ctrl+A in the keyboard, then press Alt-H-O-I to adjust column width, and then Alt-H-O-A to adjust the row height. So that's auto-fitting row height and column for you. If you press enter button, then it will directly take you to the next cell, but you are trying to add a new line inside a cell. Press Alt enter and it will take you to the new line inside a cell. Now type what you want to write here, meet box, press the enter button, but you can't see it here. So select the data range by using Ctrl+A and then press Alt-H-O-A and now you have adjusted the row height. Now you can easily see the new line you have just inserted in the cell. Did you know there is a shortcut for inserting charts? Then press Ctrl+A in the keyboard to select the whole data range and press Alt F1 in the keyboard to insert the default chart. Now, if you go for the chart design, then you have the chart styles. Select the chart style according to your liking. You can also change colors by hovering your mouse cursor on colorful palettes. So that's how we can easily insert chart within a click. Are you looking for the cells without formulas? Use this amazing Excel shortcut. Now press F5 in the keyboard and press Alt SOX. Click OK. You will see that the column B, C and D are highlighted here as they don't contain any kind of formulas. But column E is not highlighted because it contains formulas. If you go for the E5 cell and click on it, then you'll see that it has got the formula here. Hope this will help you. If you have any questions, suggestions or feedback, please let us know in the comment section, or you can have a glance at exceldemy.com. Join our thriving Exceldemy community forum where you can post your Excel and VBA challenges to get solutions from our experts and fellow users. Thanks for watching our video. If you like this video, please consider subscribing for more content like this.